Ever wondered why some people seem to form instant connections with everyone they meet while others struggle? It's a question that's puzzled many of us, and the answer lies not in charisma or charm, but in something deeper and more profound: the power of connection. Human connection, the bond that links us to others, is a fundamental part of our existence. It's the invisible thread that ties us together, shaping our interactions, influencing our choices, and ultimately defining our relationships. It's the essence of our social fabric, the glue that binds us in families, friendships, and communities. It's in our smiles, our laughter, our shared stories and experiences. It's in the way we understand, empathize, and communicate with each other. In our personal lives, the power of connection is what makes us feel loved, appreciated, and valued. It's what gives meaning to our relationships, creating bonds of trust, mutual respect, and affection. It's what makes us feel at home with our loved ones, creating a sense of belonging and warmth. In the professional realm, the power of connection is equally impactful. It's what fuels collaboration, drives innovation, and fosters a sense of team spirit. It's what makes us effective leaders, inspiring trust, respect, and loyalty among our colleagues. It's what enables us to understand our clients and customers, building relationships that are based on mutual benefit and understanding. The power of connection is immense, and yet, it's often overlooked or misunderstood. But there's a concept, a guiding principle that can help us harness this power to its fullest potential. It's called the law of connection, a simple yet profound idea that can completely transform the way we interact with others. The law of connection states that leaders touch a heart before they ask for a hand. It emphasizes the importance of emotional engagement, of creating a genuine, heartfelt connection before asking for commitment or action. The law of connection, a concept that can completely change your perspective on relationships, awaits you. So, what is this transformative law of connection we're talking about? Imagine a world where everyone is an island, isolated and disconnected from one another. It would be a bleak existence, wouldn't it? But thankfully, we live in a universe bound by the law of connection, a principle rooted in psychology and reflected in our everyday lives. The law of connection essentially states that we are all interconnected in ways we sometimes overlook. It's not just about knowing people or having a vast network of contacts. It's about the quality of the connections we establish and maintain. It's about understanding that every interaction, every conversation, every shared experience weaves an intricate web of connections that shapes our world. Let's delve a little deeper into its roots in psychology. The law of connection is grounded in the fundamental human need to belong, to feel connected to others. This need is so profound that our brains are wired to seek out connections. When we form meaningful connections, our brains release chemicals like oxytocin and dopamine, which make us feel good. This is why we feel a sense of satisfaction and happiness when we establish strong, healthy connections. Now let's consider the application of the law of connection in our everyday lives. Think about the last time you had a hearty laugh with a friend, or when a stranger's kind gesture brightened your day. These are instances of the law of connection at work. When we connect with others, we create a positive ripple effect that extends beyond our immediate circle. We influence others, and are influenced in return, creating a dynamic, interconnected world. Let's look at a real-life example. Consider the case of a teacher and a student. The teacher imparts knowledge, sure, but the real magic happens when they connect on a deeper level. When the teacher understands the student's strengths and weaknesses, their dreams and fears, they can tailor their teaching approach to meet the student's unique needs. This connection not only enhances the learning experience but also fosters a sense of belonging and self-confidence in the student. Or, let's take a business scenario. A successful business person doesn't just sell products or services. They connect with their customers, understand their needs and preferences, and deliver solutions that meet these needs. This connection creates loyal customers, drives business growth, and fosters a positive brand image. As you can see, the law of connection has a profound impact on our lives. It influences our relationships, our happiness, our success. It's a powerful force that shapes our world and our experiences within it. So, the next time you interact with someone, remember the law of connection. Remember that each interaction is an opportunity to connect, to influence and be influenced, to create a positive ripple in the vast web of connections that is our world. Now that you understand the law of connection, how does it relate to you? This is the question that we will unravel in this segment. The law of connection is not just a lofty theory, it's a practical tool, an invisible thread that can weave your life into a rich tapestry of relationships and experiences. Imagine life as a jigsaw puzzle. Each piece represents an individual, unique and distinct. The law of connection is the force that allows these pieces to interlock, forming a complete picture. It's the bridge that links your personal world to the larger universe, the conduit that channels your energy, talents, and passions into a wider network of relationships and opportunities. Now, let's talk about how this law can affect personal growth and self-improvement. The law of connection is like a fuel for your journey towards self-fulfillment. It helps you tap into the collective wisdom and experience of others, broadening your horizons and deepening your understanding of the world. It's the catalyst that can ignite your latent potential, transforming it into kinetic energy that propels you forward. By connecting with others, you also connect with their strengths, their knowledge, their perspectives. This connection, in turn, empowers you to grow, to learn, to evolve. It's like standing on the shoulders of giants, seeing further and reaching higher than you could on your own. However, the law of connection is not just about taking, it's also about giving. It's about contributing your unique gifts to the world, enriching it with your presence. It's about creating value for others, and in doing so, adding value to your own life. It's a give and take that amplifies your personal growth and self-improvement. Moreover, the law of connection is not limited to your interactions with other people. It also applies to your relationship with yourself. By connecting with your inner self, you can uncover your deepest desires, your true purpose, your authentic self. This self-connection is the foundation of self-improvement. It's the compass that can guide you towards your true north, towards a life of fulfillment and joy. So, how can you harness this law in your life? Start by being present, by listening and engaging with others with an open heart and mind. Seek to understand before being understood. Value others for their uniqueness just as you value your own. Connect with yourself, with your dreams and your passions. And most importantly, take action. The law of connection is not a passive principle. It requires active participation, deliberate effort, and consistent practice. Harnessing the law of connection can set you on a path of unprecedented personal growth. It's a journey of discovery, of exploration, of transformation. It's a journey that can lead you to a life of profound connections, enriching experiences, and limitless possibilities. So, are you ready to embark on this journey? Are you ready to connect? Eager to implement the law of connection in your life? Here's how. Understanding the law of connection is one thing, but implementing it in your daily life is an entirely different challenge. The beauty of this law is that it's simple, yet profoundly impactful. And today, we'll take you through some practical steps to help you master it. First, let's start with the basics. You need to genuinely care about others. This isn't about pretending or putting on an act. It's about developing a genuine interest in the lives of those around you. Think about it. When someone shows a real interest in your life, it feels good, doesn't it? That is the power of connection at work. Here's a little anecdote. There was once a man who always seemed to be surrounded by friends. When asked about his secret, he simply said, "I ask questions, I listen, I show interest in their lives." His secret was not charm or charisma, but genuine care and interest in others. The next step is to make the effort to understand others. This goes beyond knowing their name and what they do for a living. It's about understanding their hopes, their dreams, their fears, and their challenges. This isn't always easy, but it's essential for creating deep and meaningful connections. Think about a time when someone took the time to really understand you. It felt good, didn't it? That's the power of understanding at work. So take the time to ask questions, to listen, and to understand. You'll be surprised at how this simple act can create powerful connections. Now let's talk about communication. We've all heard the saying, "It's not what you say, but how you say it." This couldn't be truer when it comes to the law of connection. Pay attention to your body language, your tone of voice, and your choice of words. These all play a crucial role in how you connect with others. Here's a quick tip. Try mirroring the other person's body language subtly. This creates a sense of familiarity and comfort, making the other person feel more connected to you. Remember, communication is much more than just words. Another important step is to be open and vulnerable. This may seem scary, but it's a key part of creating deep connections. When you open up to others, you allow them to see the real you. This fosters trust and understanding, two essential ingredients for any connection. Consider this. There was once a leader who was known for his openness and vulnerability. He wasn't afraid to admit his mistakes and share his challenges. This made him relatable and trustworthy, and his team felt deeply connected to him. Lastly, remember to be consistent. Connections aren't built overnight. They take time, effort, and consistency. So, keep showing interest, keep understanding, keep communicating, and keep being open. Over time, you'll see the power of the law of connection at work. Let's end with a little story. There was once a woman who felt disconnected from those around her. She decided to implement the law of connection and started showing genuine care for others, understanding them, communicating effectively, being open, and staying consistent. Over time, she noticed a significant change. She felt more connected to those around her, and they felt more connected to her. This is the power of the law of connection. It's not about grand gestures or impressive speeches. It's about the small, everyday actions that show others that you care, that you understand, and that you are there for them. With these steps, you are well on your way to mastering the law of connection. Let's explore some success stories of individuals who have effectively utilized the law of connection. Our first story revolves around a woman named Sarah. Sarah was a talented graphic designer who always felt invisible at her workplace. Despite her skills, she struggled with building meaningful relationships with her colleagues and superiors. She decided to apply the law of connection in her interactions. She started investing time to understand her colleagues, their interests, challenges, and aspirations. Gradually, Sarah became a go-to person in her team, not just for her design skills, but also for her empathetic and understanding nature. The law of connection transformed Sarah from a quiet designer into a vital part of her team, improving both her relationships and job satisfaction. Then we have the story of Michael, a school teacher who was loved by his students but struggled to connect with their parents. He found it difficult to communicate student progress effectively, leading to misunderstandings and strained relationships. Michael decided to implement the law of connection. He began to empathize with the parents, understanding their concerns and expectations. He started to tailor his communication, focusing on what was most important to each parent. This shift in approach led to a significant improvement in his relationships with parents, leading to a more supportive and understanding environment for his students. Our final story takes us to Emma, a young entrepreneur. Emma had a brilliant business idea, but she struggled to attract investors and customers. She felt that people did not understand her vision. Emma decided to apply the law of connection. She started to focus on her audience, their needs, and how her business could meet these needs. She began to communicate her vision in a way that resonated with her audience. Emma's business began to flourish as she connected with her audience on a deeper level, understanding their needs and aligning her business to meet those needs. These stories highlight the transformative power of the law of connection. It's not just about talking more or being more outgoing, it's about understanding, empathizing, and connecting with those around us on a deeper level. It's about recognizing that everyone we interact with has their own unique story, their own goals, challenges, and dreams. Sarah, the graphic designer, was able to create a more fulfilling work environment by understanding and connecting with her colleagues. Michael, the school teacher, improved his relationships with parents, creating a more supportive environment for his students. Emma, the young entrepreneur, was able to attract investment and customers by understanding and connecting with her audience's needs. In each case, the law of connection didn't just improve relationships, it led to personal growth and success. Sarah became a more effective team player, Michael became a better educator, and Emma became a successful entrepreneur. These are just a few examples. There are countless stories out there of individuals who have seen their lives transformed by the law of connection. It has the power to improve not just our relationships but also our personal and professional lives. It's a law that can lead to deeper understanding, stronger relationships, and ultimately, greater success. So what's your story going to be? How will you apply the law of connection in your life? Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to connect, to understand, to grow. And when we truly connect with others, we not only enrich our lives, but we also enrich the lives of those around us. These stories show the powerful potential of the law of connection. Encountering obstacles while implementing the law of connection? You're not alone. It's common to face roadblocks when trying to forge deeper relationships and establish meaningful connections. However, understanding these obstacles can help us navigate them more effectively. One of the most common challenges is fear. Fear of vulnerability, rejection, or appearing needy. This fear can hold us back from reaching out and connecting with others. But remember, it's perfectly okay to be afraid. What's important is acknowledging this fear and taking small steps to overcome it. Start by reaching out to someone you trust and gradually expand your circle. Another common obstacle is the feeling of being overwhelmed. With so many people to connect with and so little time, it's easy to feel like you're spread too thin. The solution? Prioritize. Identify the relationships that matter most to you and focus your energy on deepening these connections. Then there's the challenge of miscommunication. We all have different communication styles, and sometimes our messages can get lost in translation. The key to overcoming this is to practice active listening and clarify any misunderstandings immediately to avoid conflicts. And finally, there's the issue of time. Building meaningful connections takes time and patience. It's not a one-time event, but a continuous process. So don't be disheartened if you don't see immediate results. Keep at it, and over time, you will see the fruits of your labor. These challenges may seem daunting, but they are not insurmountable. They are part of the journey to establishing meaningful connections. And remember, it's not about perfection, but progress. Don't be too hard on yourself. Celebrate small victories and learn from mistakes. So, what are you waiting for? Embrace these challenges and turn them into opportunities. Overcome your fears, manage your time wisely, improve your communication skills, and above all, be patient. Because the power of connection is worth every effort. Remember, every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Let's recap what we've learned today about the law of connection. We started by exploring the power of connection, understanding how it can shape our lives and influence others. We then dove into the essence of this law, which is about building genuine relationships and creating meaningful interactions. We moved on to reflect on how this law applies to each of us. We discovered that everyone can harness the power of the law of connection to foster deeper connections and cultivate stronger relationships. We then outlined practical steps to implement this law in our daily lives, emphasizing the importance of empathy, active listening, and authentic communication. We shared success stories to inspire you and discussed ways to overcome obstacles you might face along the way. We hope this journey has illuminated the transformative potential of the law of connection. It's a tool that can enrich your life, enhance your relationships, and elevate your leadership. Unlock your potential and transform your life with the law of connection. Start today. Before we close, we have an irresistible offer for you. We are inviting you to delve deeper into the world of leadership and connection by enjoying a free audiobook trial of The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. by clicking on the first link description or in the first sticky comment. Maxwell. This book is an enlightening journey into the essential principles that make great leaders. From improving personal relationships to steering an organization towards success, this audiobook is a treasure trove of wisdom. By enjoying this audiobook, you're not only enriching your life, but you're also contributing to @audioofknowledge. Your participation supports our mission to spread knowledge and inspire personal growth. Take this unique opportunity to help strengthen @audioofknowledge while enjoying high-quality audiobooks. Remember, every audiobook you enjoy for free makes a huge difference. Thank you for your support. And if you want to strengthen and enhance your knowledge of success, be inspired by innovative solutions in any field, prepare for a journey of discovery that will stimulate your mind, inspire your own creativity, and make an extraordinary contribution to the world, just click the video that is appearing on your screen. We are the Audio of Knowledge, and this is our contribution.